In this video, I'm going to show you things I've learned over the years about how to build a strong blocking face so your proportions, construction and overall drawing foundation are set up the right way. This video is mainly for beginners and intermediate artists, but even advanced artists may find something useful here, and if you do, feel free to share your own thoughts down in the comments. Most people think they ruin a drawing during the shading stage, but the truth is the most drawings are already ruined in the first 15 minutes. During the blocking phase, if your proportions are off, no amount of good shading will save it. As you can see, I'm starting with the line of action. In this case, it's a vertical line that helps me establish the basic proportional structure. The highest point of the head, the chin, the bottom of the bust. After that, I place the boundaries that roughly define the width of the subject. It's important to mention that these lines can and should change during the drawing process. That's exactly why it's called a blocking phase. I'm also using a relatively hard pencil here because I want these lines to stay light, easy to erase and easy to replace if needed. At the beginning, I mostly use straight lines, even if the subject itself looks soft and rounded. Straight lines are better because they help you hit the right proportional balance more accurately. They are much more useful for blocking than soft curved lines because they don't add unnecessary movement too early. You can think of the blocking phase as the first simplified version of your drawing. Basic structure that defines the main proportions, shapes, and the first shadow placement of your subject. It's the very first thing you deal with when drawing a portrait, figure, or really any object. It controls composition, accuracy, anatomy. Of course, proportions are the most important part of the blocking, but composition matters just as much. This is where you decide exactly where your subject sits on the page and how it works inside the format. Silhouette is also extremely important. If silhouette doesn't work, detail won't save it. A lot of beginners focus too early on eyes, eyelashes, lip details, but blockings is not about details, it's about big shapes. The whole head needs to work first before you start worrying about individual features. The goal during blocking is to capture the basic expression and the character of the subject, using as few lines as possible while you're still keeping the likeness believable. But you also have to be careful not to oversimplify. If you simplify too much, your drawing loses structure, readability. Your lines should stay simple, easy to adjust, but still strong enough to define the portrait. This brings us to one of the biggest beginner mistakes, starting with too much detail too early. People place the eyes and immediately start shading the iris, adding the highlights, drawing eyelashes, and that's exactly what we do not want during the blocking. You can think of blocking like the foundation of the house. If the foundation is weak, the whole house can collapse later. But if your fundamentals are strong during the blocking, the rest of the drawing becomes much easier. At the beginning, I focus on the most readable elements of the face, the nose line, the position of the chin, the tilt and placement of the eyes, and the overall mass of the hair and how the head sits on the neck. Just as important as distances are angles. Beginners often measure distances between the features, but professionals read a lot through the angles. The tilt of the nose, the angle of the jaw, the brow line, the jawline. Very often angles are what makes the portrait actually looks like a person. Another really powerful tool during a blocking is negative shape. That means you're not only looking at the object itself, but also at the space around it. For example, the space between the nose and cheek, between the head and the shoulder, or between the hair and the background. Sometimes negative shapes reveal mistakes faster than the features themselves. The lines you see running across the skin that seem kind of random are topological markers. They help me identify the rises and dips of the form that naturally happen in every portrait. Those of you with experience in 3D art will probably recognize this idea right away because the whole 3D industry is built on a very similar principle. Near the end of the blocking phase, it becomes really important to check your proportions several times. Look at your reference and compare it what's happening on your paper. Focus mainly on the big distances, not nostrils or iris details. Pay attention to things like the relationships between corner of the mouth and the inner corner of the eye, or distance between tip of the nose and outer corner of the eye, the space between eyebrows and hairline, or between the lower lip and the chin. And of course, use your anatomy knowledge too. I'm sure you heard about dividing face into thirds and so on. A really useful trick is to turn a drawing upside down, looking in the mirror, or just take a photo of it with your phone. Your brain stops lying to you and suddenly mistakes becomes way more obvious. I highly recommend doing this often. I also want to mention that these topological lines are not necessary for basic proportional placement. I use them more like upgrade to Blockin phase because make shadow placement much more easier. Shadows are what will finish the basic Blockin stage. I start by identifying the main light source, which in this case is coming mostly from above. Since the main shadows are distributed pretty evenly, with simple confidence strokes I begin the first shadow analysis. And I want to be clear, these shadows are not supposed to be precise yet. This is just a rough map of what we'll refine later. The goal here is to understand the big shadow masses, not tiny details. A lot of people ask me how I place the proportions accurately. The answer is actually simple. I solve proportions during the Blockin phase. This is where I experiment, adjust, make corrections, because I know I can still erase and rebuild. Good proportions come from understanding relationships, angles, and big shapes, not from tiny details. Everything is about shape and proportion. In the video you see on the screen, I demonstrate figure drawing process that could be very helpful during your own Blockin phase, where the methods for capturing accurate proportions are explained in details. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and if this video helped you, I'd really appreciate if you drop like or subscribe. It really helps a lot, and meanwhile, I'll see you in the next one.